Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Today we will present about narrative text. My name Rio Rahman Mukti Cahyono from 12 Science 3 attendance number 31.
My name is Bima Sakti Putra Yusuf from 12 Science 3 number 15.
My name is Beradus Ferdinando Wardana from 12 Science 3 and my attendance number is 14.
What is narrative text? Narrative text is an imaginative story or event that have a problem that cause conflict, and in the end of story or event that has a resolution that can be happy or sad ending. What is the purpose of narrative text? Narrative text has one purpose. The purpose of narrative text is to entertain the readers about the story or the event. One of the well-known narrative texts, especially in Indonesia, is Lake Toba, or we call Danau Toba, and Tangkuban Perahu.
Structure of narrative text. There are 4 points in generic structure of narrative text, such as orientation. It is about the opening paragraph where the characters of the story are introduced. And then complication, where the problem in the story develop. And then resolution, where the problems in the story is solved. Coda or reorientation, lesson from the story. It is an optional. There are language feature. There are 6 language feature, which are past tense, adverb of time, time conjunction, specific character. The character of the story is specific, not general. Actions verb, a verb that show an action. Direct speech, it is to make the story lively. The direct speech use present tense.
The narrative text includes any type of text that relates of series of events chronologically. In general, the narrative form is unique because the authors relate the ideas they want to express about how people behave and what they believe. These ideas or themes are generally related to universal truths and establish connections with the reader's experience. Common forms of narrative text which are studied in high school are 1. Legend. What is legend? A legend is a narrative of human actions. They are perceived both by teller and listeners to take place within human history. Typically, a legend is a short, traditional, and historicized narrative performed in a conversational mode. Some define legend as a folktale. The example of legend in narrative text are Sangkuriang, Malin Kundang, and The Legend of Tangkuban Perahu. 2. Fable. A fable is a short allegorical narrative making a moral point, traditionally by means of animal characters who speak and act like human beings. The example of fable in narrative texts are Mouse, Deer, and Crocodile, The Ant and the Grasshopper, The Smartest Parrot, and The Story of Monkey and Crocodile. Third, fairy tale. According to Wikipedia, fairy tale is an English language term for a type of short narrative corresponding to the French phrase conte de fées. A fairy tale typically features such folkloric characters as fairies, goblins, elves, trolls, dwarves, giants, and gnomes, and usually magic or enchantments. The example of fairy tale in narrative text are Cinderella, Snow White, Pinocchio, Beauty and the Beast, and the story of Rapunzel. And the last is science fiction. What is science fiction? According to Basil Davenport in 1955, science fiction is fiction based upon some imagined development of science, or upon the extrapolation of a tendency in society. Science fiction is the class of prose narrative treating of situations that could not arise in the world we know. Some examples of science fiction are To the Moon from the Earth by Jules Verne, Starship Trooper by Robert Heinlein, and Space Odyssey by Arthur C. Clarke. That's all our explanation about narrative text. Thank you for watching and see you next time.